New series this week. It's called Money Talks, and anyone who owns a home knows that home ownership it can be a real money suck.
Money suck.
I said it. We could have worded it differently. We chose to stick with this. A money suck.
But there are ways to actually save money instead, especially right now. So joining us via Skype to explain, from the DeRoche Realty Group and eXp Realty, we welcome back our good friends Julie and Daniel DeRoche. Hi, you guys.
Hey, guys.
Hey there.
Well, we're happy that you're here, and I'm glad you're going to talk about this because we actually just had a conversation about this today in our
way
family.
In the door today. I hear you talking about it.
Talking about refinancing your mortgage. I mentioned it to my podcast co-host, and she said, "Let me know what he says because we're thinking about it too." So let's talk about the nuts and bolts of refinancing. Who does it make sense for right now?
Yeah, this is a great way. I mean, your mortgage is one of your biggest costs of home ownership.
Yes.
So it makes sense for people that interest rates are right around 3.5% right now, give or take. They fluctuate day to day. So, I mean, if you have an interest rate higher than that, I'd say it is worthwhile to reach out to your lender and see if they can get you down on your interest rate.
It's really amazing how much it translates to, Julie.
Right.
Like the difference, because you might think, oh, 1% isn't that big of a deal, because in the scheme of life, we don't think of as 1% as very much. But we're looking at the screen right here. The difference between a 4.5% rate and a 3.5% rate on a $300,000 house is about $170 a month. I mean, that's real money.
I'm going to do some math.
That's $2,000 a year. That's big savings.
Yeah, and not to mention for the life of your loan, how much you're saving on interest. I think it's almost $15,000 to $20,000 that you're going to save.
Well, I'll tell you this, if you get that rate, you'll save on the life of a 30-year mortgage. If you're refinanced at a 30-year, that would be a savings of $61,200 if my math is correct, $2,000 a year for 30 years, and that makes sense. That's money, y'all. I don't know if 60 grand makes a difference in your world, but it does in mine. All right, now let's talk about this. Another way that you can save some money is trying to do some of your own maintenance on your own. And maybe there's a strategy as to how to do that instead of just waiting for something to break. How can we be proactive to figure out money that we could save?
Oh, there's a ton of stuff, but really simple stuff like starting up your sprinkler systems this spring. A lot of people, including us, call companies that do it. They charge $100, $150. And I bet you if you watch 10 minutes of YouTube videos, you can go outside and turn it on yourself. Things like gutter cleaning and lawn aerating and lawn fertilizing, all super easy stuff to do that a lot of people hire out when times are good. And now that people are a little more stressed, maybe it's worth trying to figure that stuff out yourself. Again, YouTube will help you with that for sure.
Yeah, I think so too, especially if you have people, a lot of people I think do it because they look at the cost benefit of I'm working all the time, I don't have time to do it. Now, if you're not working, you might have more time. We're looking at a toilet right now.
We have a lot of toilet videos
Yeah,
on YouTube.
toilet
They
video.
have a lot of toilet videos. And Daniel, have you ever fixed your own toilet?
You got to remember how I started my life in this industry. Yes, I have.
Yeah. Okay. All right. By the way, you're talking to a guy, we see eye to eye on this because one time I had a garbage disposal that got clogged. I went on YouTube. I fixed it and I felt untouchable the rest of the day. Handyman, I am Bob Vila. Let's talk about smart devices that you can install in your home. It sounds fun to me, but how could it actually save you money?
Well, like things like a smart thermostat and stuff, I think people waste a lot of energy with heating or cooling their home throughout the day when they're not there, when they don't have to. So with like a smart thermostat and stuff right now, you can control it from your phone. So if you're leaving, you can put the heat down or up. You can also put it on a schedule. So it will, when you're away from the home, the heat will go down or your air conditioning will go down. So it's a great way to regulate the temperature in your house and not waste money on energy.
And it's good for your marriage because I like it cold at night. Julie likes it hot. So all these controls, you find that happy medium, set it, get it.
Yeah.
And forget it, and you're good to go. Reducing bills, canceling bills. This is a nice time when you're home, too, to be thinking about what can we cut out. Those auto subscriptions of like, it's only $8.99 a month for HBO. All that stuff adds up.
Oh, God, yeah. There's so many different things. Even things like your home insurance. A lot of people don't think about that. But shop around. There's nothing wrong with calling a few different companies. And I don't want to use the word cheaper, but finding just maybe a different company. And you can also increase your deductibles, things like your cable bill. You can renegotiate that stuff. Like, don't be afraid to actually call up the cable provider and talk to them. Your home phone. Like, come on, get rid of the home phone already. There's ways.
Okay.
Steve has one.
I have one, but for the record, Daniel, I have never. We don't even have a phone that I know of, but we've got access. If anybody needs it, you can leech on to me. Julie,
great.
Daniel, it's really nice to see you both. Thank you guys for coming on today. Julie and Daniel, they're ready to help you buy, sell, or even build your own home.
Go to TwinCitiesLive.com and click on Fun for their contact information. And thanks to the DeRoche Realty Group and eXp Realty for sponsoring Twin Cities Live. More is coming up next.